very warm welcome to Anil Nair classes. I am your English trainer Sheetal. I have 18 plus years of experience in terms of helping students to clear English section in various competitive exams, right? This is something which I tell you at the beginning of any lecture, right? This is the third topic which we are covering in our grammar series. We have already covered certain topics like we have covered nouns, number one, then we covered our pronouns, and in both of them, I told you that they both can act, only nouns and the pronouns can act as the subject and the object of the verb. Now here, I hope if you have attended my previous two lectures, the foundation of the today's class verb is already being laid in those two classes which we have discussed, right? And as per what I do is, with each and every question which you have attended or we have solved together, in every question I have helped you and I have told you like this is what is the verb. I am helping you out with this because we have not yet covered the section verb, right? So, in detail we will discuss about the verb in this particular lesson. But I believe that if you have seriously attended and paid attention towards the lectures which we have given before about the nouns, pronouns, a series of videos related to the questions, error spotting questions, you should have a firm hand about identifying the verb, right? That should not really be a issue by now for you because we have done enough number of examples along with the nouns and pronouns only, right? Now, if you really want to improve your English in terms of your the various competitive exams like you have IBPS, PO or just you want to cover IBPS or CL you want to clear, right? Or SBI PO you want to clear, what exactly mains and prelims? So you have the mains, right? We have the pre also of the or prelims also of these tests is there, right? One sincere advice due to my experience, what I would like to tell you is see, English is just a language, right? Now, if you want to improve your English for your IBPS, Bank PO exams, all you need to do is read more. Now, you will say, read more, what I should read, madam? Now, everybody is home, आपके घर में newspaper आता है, right? So, you all get newspapers at home, right? Now, which newspaper to read? In terms of, right now, you are preparing for all the examinations in terms of the Indian government exams, right? So, in that case, I would suggest the Hindu newspaper is the best newspaper. It will definitely help to improve on your comprehension skills. Because we get in descriptive section, you also get the comprehension. You also get the essay writing or the letter writing part also in the descriptive, right? So if you will read this, it will help you in your writing your essay, right? Or if at all they ask you in some of the tests, they ask you to write the letter also. So this will not only help you your comprehension, your essay, your letter writing, plus in all your error spotting questions also. Your brain will get trained to read the correct English, which is what I want you to learn, right? Now, as the pattern is changing with every coming exam, right? Every coming exam, the pattern is changing. You will have to learn the basics first in terms of your grammar. So, your basics are really very important. So, first thing is read more. Second, learn or improve on your basics, right? Because you don't know about your exam syllabus, what will come, what will not come. But a broad category is any which ways all of you know. So which deal with the basics. And I always say basics will never change. The basics which you started learning from your 5th standard are still going to be there. It's not like I teach something else in the 5th standard and 6th could change ho jata hai. No. What I'm starting to laying the foundation from the 5th standard, this is what is going on till now. So, you have to know your first exam syllabus. You should know. They will ask you anything in mains exams and they are doing it like they did it last year. If you remember, if you check the last year's paper, what they have done in last year's, if you look at the last year's paper for your IBPS, PO, or you look at your IBPS CL paper, there they have changed it, right? And this year you see the SBI PO exam of this year, if you see, there also the changes are there. So now if you really want to do well in English, there are 3 things you should know. The first thing is, I told you, read good, right? Good reading and understanding of English language will definitely help you not only in your comprehension, essay writing, plus all your grammar related questions. Make words, like start marking words and phrases and sentences which you feel they are very interesting. Start reading them, start analyzing them, start making points of some useful tips or useful sentences. If you come across any new word, if you come across, make a note of it, check its meaning over there. And in grammar, there are certain topics like your parts of speech. The basic concept of your sentence improvement and error spotting questions you can do if you improve on your grammar topics like your tenses, active voice, passive voice, parts of speech and conditional sentences. Now, the third point what is necessary for you is to improve on your vocabulary. In terms of vocabulary, you should learn antonyms. Antonyms, opposite. Synonyms, similar meanings, right? Idioms, phrases, one-word substitutions and all. We will cover up everything. But see, right now, you continuously keep on improving. At least start reading newspaper from now onwards. Okay? If you get a chance to meet, I'll ask you which column of the newspaper you have read, right? Every day, start asking some, figuring out some particular article which is of your choice. Identify the words which you don't know, learn their meanings, look at the sentence structure. All this will help you. Fine, right? Let's move ahead to the topic of the today's lecture. Fine, great, best of luck. Let's start now, but prepare for your exams, but at the same time, let's learn the new concepts also. Fine? Fine. Now, I'm talking about verbs. So, what is verb? Word is it's a simple language. If I say verb is any word which tells you about the action. Action means what your subject is doing or the state of being of the subject. Either it will tell us about the action, it tells us about the action or the state of being of the subject. Fine, this is simple words. Now this is the main thing. Second sentence thing is, every sentence the verb is compulsory. It is compulsory to have a verb. If verb is not there, then this is not called as the sentence. If you talk about a sentence or you talk about a clause, it is compulsory for both of them to have they are actually one and the same thing. The verb must be there, right? It's a very important part. Now, we have discussed about the sentence structure also. In our noun classes onwards, we are doing it, right? So, first you will have the subject, then you will have the verb, and then you will have the object. This all my students know by now, right? Now, your subject also will be either a noun or a pronoun. Object also will be noun or a pronoun. What is this verb doing? It is joining the subject and the object, right? Before the verb, you will have the subject. After the verb, you will have the object. Clear? Let's move ahead to the next slide. But before that, let's revise the definition. So, any word which tells us about the action or state of being of the subject is called as the verb, right? It's compulsory that every sentence should have the verb in it, right? So, a sentence will have the subject, verb and the object structure. Clear, everybody? So, now we have the action verbs. So, I discussed about the action verb. Now, action verbs are telling about the words which the somebody is doing. So, majority of time, if I'll ask you people what is the subject, verb, people will start telling me reading, writing, walking, talking. This is the subject.
place and on the go. Come, let us go the other way learning. Download our revolutionary app for free. ANC.